Hey, Jen.
Hey, Kevin.
Favorite day, you know this, my favorite day.
Absolutely, mulch day.
I love it when it goes down.
I know.
It makes everything look terrific, although it serves a purpose too, right?
It certainly does.
So on my list, water retention, right?
Yep.
Helps keep the moisture in the bed.
Yep.
And then also weed suppression, keeps those down.
Yes.
What am I forgetting?
Temperature control, but then also when you use a mulch like this is leaf mulch. It's an organic leaf mulch. The leaves have been composted, turned over and over, and it's breaking down towards the soil. So it's just going to add all those nutrients into the existing plants,
Beautiful.
And it's a total bonus.
Kick it up for next season.
Yep.
All right. So as you're laying it down, you've got a wheelbarrow here, you got a pile over there.
I have a pile.
How did you know how big of a pile to get? I mean, I guess what I'm really asking is how thick are you putting it down so that we can then figure out how much we have to order?
Good question, because like something that doesn't have any mulch on it, I typically do 3 inches.
Yep.
You know, also keep it away from the base of the tree or any plant. But top dressing, sometimes people already have mulch on the bed, maybe do 1 inch. But in this case, 3 inches, so I would take the length times the width times the depth. So 3 inches would be 0.25.
Because we're doing it in feet, basically.
Correct. So that gets your cubic feet. But when you call the nursery or wherever you're going to get your delivery from, they want to know cubic yards. So you take the length times the width times the depth.
Get cubic feet.
And then you divide that by 27 to get the cubic yards. So if a 10 by 10 foot area that's 3 inches deep, you're going to approximately need 1 yard.
Right. And you can sort of tell the guy, drop me 20 yards.
Yep.
Big yard.
Yep. Yes, a lot of mulch.
Or the bags are labeled.
Yes. So usually they come in 2 cubic feet bags. And so if I know I have 25 cubic feet, take a 10 by 10 foot area, 3 inches deep, that's 25 cubic feet, okay? You get 12.5 bags or 13.
Perfect.
A little bonus.
Okay.
Yep.
So you said this is organic.
Yep.
Smell it. I love it right there.
I know, it's
which is
beautiful.
awesome. Although there are options, lots of options. I mean, how do we decide?
Well, I brought a bunch of samples just because I knew you were going to ask me these questions.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, a lot of options.
These are only some options.
True, right?
So let's start with the gravel. A lot of people like to use this in like high traffic areas. Mm-hmm. You know, like parking lots and stuff where you just see so much foot traffic, or in erosion situations.
So I think of it as sort of commercial or industrial.
Yeah.
We don't use it a lot here, but sometimes out west you see it a lot.
Yep, there's a lot of landscapes that have just primarily rock, then you have cactus around it and succulents. So you have to,
arid.
yeah, you have to use plants that are drought tolerant because this will heat up the
Right.
ground.
Although on the list of attributes, this is never going to break down.
Nope.
Might have to tune it up or clean it up, but that's not going anywhere.
Correct.
Okay. And what am I looking at here?
Well, this is rubber mulch.
Oh my gosh, like shredded up tires.
Yeah, so you can look at it from a recycle point of view, or you know, a lot of times where you'll see it is where in playgrounds.
That's what I think, under a swing set or something.
Yeah, and that's definitely gonna not have weeds grow underneath it. It heats up a lot. I personally wouldn't use that around plants because I think it doesn't contribute anything back to the plant or the soil.
Right. If you were looking for a list of attributes, maybe like the stone, this will never break down either, and you get the black color if you're going for that. But
Yeah, so if you have a high traffic area, that might be a
I
go-to.
hear you. All right. So am I looking at color choices here?
These are all dyed mulches, right?
Red, brown, black.
This is typically what a lot of people use and see. These are all dyed. I mean, this is all wood, but these are all dyed mulches. But definitely when you're done mulching, if you're using one of these, you're gonna see the color on your hand.
So in terms of effectiveness, though, the 3 of them are working basically the same and similar to what we saw back there. 3 inches or so.
Minus the organic.
Minus the organic. So we'll get the water retention, we'll get the weed suppression.
Correct. And to me, moving down this way,
This is your corner.
This is my corner. So these are all organic. This is a hemlock mulch.
So this is not dyed, this is all organic.
Correct. This is just the
Smells so good.
branches all chopped up. It's broken down a little more fine.
Yep. So you can get color variations, natural. You're a little bit more red here versus the darker ones. And this is
Pine bark.
So this is pine.
And this is leaf mulch, what I was using over there. I mean, I really have grown to love this the most because it's breaking down, it's going back to the soil, you get your nutrients, and it looks like soil.
And what in the world? This is natural?
So these are buckwheat hulls. They're super light.
Have you ever used it?
I've had clients ask for it in like more formal gardens and perennial gardens where you don't want a really heavy mulch. You know, if you have all perennials, sometimes mulch, if you put too much, it could really invite moisture and rot.
Yeah, this is super light right here.
So a con is when it's super dry, it's just gonna blow away, right?
And sticking to your toes.
Yes, it's going to stick into your toes. But otherwise, the color is a nice, natural option as well.
So if you need a little pop in a small area, go to something really unique like that.
Yeah, something different like that.
Very nice. All right. Well, I appreciate the tour, taking me through all of this. Something tells me you might have just lured me into helping you spread.
Yeah, I have another pitchfork, so.
I saw that second one out there. I was wondering who it was for.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.